It is well said by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Education is not just about developing academic capacity, but also the human, social, emotional, aesthetic, physical and spiritual potential of every student. Respected Principal, Father Regisi Varghese, Vice Principal, Mr. Tony Thomas, Academic In Charge, Mrs. Ansi Varghese Ma'am, and all my dear educators, a warm and a happy morning to one and all present here. I welcome you to the 5th in-house training. In early 20th centuries, literacy defined as the ability to just read, write and do basic maths. But in 21st century, the education system is focused on how to make the students read critically, write convincingly and think logically, as well as be proficient with computer and media literacy. And the topic for today's in-house training is NEP 2020. To facilitate, I would like to invite Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Tiwari to the desk. Sir, please.
Honorable Father, respected Vice Principal Ma'am, respected Vice Principal Thomas Sir, adorable Headmistress cum Academic In Charge Ma'am, and all my dear, those who are senior to me, or those who are just colleague to me, all as the nation builders. I will not call you colleagues or teachers, we are just the nation builders. So all my dear nation builders, today is the first day when I have got an opportunity in this school to represent my ideas or views as an in-house training. So first of all, I thank the school management to give this platform to me. My dear teachers, this topic is maximum obvious to all of us. We have already gone through several trainings and we have gone through this topic. I am just reminding the things again. In the year 1986, the National Education Policy was accepted as the tremendous change in the education system. After a gap of 34 years, again in the year 2020, on 29th July, again the reformation has been done, and now the new system of education as the National Education Policy 2020 has been accepted by so a little bit some states has accepted it, but more states yet to accept it. The first state which accepted this National Education Policy is the Karnataka. The second state, in the month of August 2021, in the first or second week, it was accepted by Karnataka. After that, the second state, MP, that is Madhya Pradesh, had accepted this in the last week of August 2021. Now in the year 2022, UP, Uttar Pradesh is the third state who will accept it, or is accepting it in different phases. So, my dear teachers, nation builders, we are the roots of a tree which gives energy, minerals, water to the young birds of our school. My dear teachers, we are the only one who changes the clay or mud into different figures or shapes. So my dear nation builders, without being late, I would continue my topic here. Before that, I would like to start all these with this statement which I usually used to speak always. A teacher is not a common man, and a common man can't be a teacher. I personally believe in that. Each and every person can do business, can do everything, can be having more better lifestyle, but everyone cannot be a teacher. So I firmly believe that teachers are the nation builders, and I expect that this National Education Policy 2020 will bring some changes by which the gap in the education system will be fulfilled with the help of teachers and student-centric education. So let us proceed with the next. Already, quality education is based upon resources, and the resources are accountability, supportive learning, and then with the collaborative study, hard work, we are getting certification, progress, and transfer of knowledge. Can we have the next slide? Already I have discussed about it, that after a long gap, 34 years, our education system has already accepting it in different states. That is, first 3 states already I have told, and the rest states I don't have any idea yet now. Maybe in the year some more states names will come who is accepting wholly this National Education Policy 2020. Next slide please. See everyone, our education system is changing day by day. Reason is that right now we are having our schools, colleges in a different platform. We are having different type of jobs. We are having different type of works. Now we are having different types of platforms by which we can make our career. So on the basis of that, we are having different system. So earlier, whatever we had, like preparatory class, we are having the preparatory classes we are having, then we are having primary wing, then we are having secondary, then we are having senior secondary. So there is nothing universal in that. So that's why education system has been molded, has been reformed into a new one where everyone can be managed and the quality of the students can be increased. And I know teachers are always hardworking, they are doing best in their classes, but there is a gap between the information and the knowledge which we pass from ourselves to the students. Whatever the mode we are using, either offline or online, there is a gap between the passing of the information. The basic fundamental reason is that either students are not interested or they are not equipped with whatever we are teaching. For that, our government has arranged so many trainings and sessions for the teachers, and we should be thankful to our government who have thought at least for the teachers. But we need more respect, as I think, because whatever the hard work teachers are doing, it is always overlooked. only results are not representing the performance of a teacher. That student has done worst, then teacher is not good. So in this way, we can say that whatever the changes, whatever the reformation has been done, it is always working if we go through it. Next slide, please. The stages of our Indian school system, that was earlier we had, already I have discussed about it. Again I am repeating. We are having pre-elementary, where nursery, LKG, UKG we have generally, or nursery pre, generally we are having nursery and preparatory classes. Then we had elementary school, which is also known as earlier primary school, that is classes 1 to 5. Generally we had this till now. Upper elementary or middle school, that is 6 to 8 classes. Age group is also given, as we know already the age group. Secondary from classes 9 and 10, and the concept of senior secondary was classes 11 and 12. Now this system is completely changed. Earlier we had whatever the system of education, generally we say the school as K-12 school, means we are focusing on 10 plus 2. But now we have 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 education system. That is the pattern we have to follow now. Next slide, please. Earlier, due to this system of education, this is the graphical representation of growth rate of our education system. Just after the independence, we can see the graph gives the complete information. Being a maths teacher, I have just input this because it gives clear picture of the representation. In the year 1975, the growth rate was less than 10%, little bit less than 10%. In 1980, increased, and you see in the year 2018, since I have got the data till that only, that's why I have included till 2018. In the year 2018, it was more than 30% but less than 35%. So can we think till 2018 why our growth rate in the education system is so much less? The reason behind that is, again I am telling, either students are not interested or they are not equipped with whatever we are teaching, whatever the system of education we have. So, next slide please. Now see, from classes 5 to 12, this is the enrollment, expected enrollment also it is shown here. If we have the enrollment of classes from, it is included classes 5 to 12. So this enrollment shows that, you see, in the year 2013-14, 2010-11, the different colors shows different bodies of schools, like for example I am telling government school, aided school and private school, private unaided school. So we can see earlier we had maximum enrollment in, see, government school. Then it goes on decreasing, and it is expected that in the year 2030-31, if this old system we would continue, we would have continued that, we would have this enrollment. So that's why government has taken steps to change the system of education, and it is not a one-day process or two-day process. It had taken many years, and the very hard work our HRD ministry has taken. Can you proceed next? So everyone, these are some data which I have collected. universalization of school education from class 3 to age 3. Why we are saying age 3? Since we start the education of a child by age 3. When the student enters in preschool to class 10, by 2030 it can be done with this new system. And the 2030 is given in this expected year. It may be that in the upcoming year, lesser than 2030 we can get in upcoming next years also. But it is expected that by 2030 at least we can have this. Now, in this system, I will come to these one by one. New curriculum to include 21st century skills like coding and vocational integration from class 6. It is the most, we can say, it is the most important point which we should know, that from class 6 onwards, now the students will be able to study the coding system and vocational integration. Because earlier it was not there. And that's why nowadays the students of modern age, they think that our teachers may be or may not be, they are not understanding ourselves. They are not understanding that today's world. But we teachers, we are the master of masters. So we always do hard work, and in this corona period, the teachers have proved that teachers can do anything. So that's why already I have told, we are the nation builders and we always be the nation builders. So after 10+2 also, for higher education also, the system has given so many information. If I will go through each and every information, it will take more than one day. So I will skip some, and some information it is already shown by this screen. After 10+2, you can see now the graduation, undergraduation programs will be of 3 to 4 years. So already we are knowing this, all information already we had through our trainings. There will be 1 to 2 year PG programs, no MPhil will be there. And there will be a separate technology unit in our education system now we will have, which will develop digital education resources. For example, whatever we are using nowadays, all these are due to this platform only. And one of the most important feature of this National Education Policy 2020 was the language. I have seen while teaching, especially in class, the students generally think that they should come to our level of our language. The teachers should not use always English as a means of communication. But being in English medium school, we cannot leave English language and we cannot come to their all languages. But now this boundary is maybe we will be able to cut off this boundary. But it is quite impossible. But we can at least use this. So mother tongue as the medium of instruction till class 5. It is instructed or told by the government bodies to accept it, but it is quite impossible. It is not made compulsory that we have to use only that. In those areas where students are downtrodden, they don't know how to speak English. If we will continue with them in English, they will never understand. So for those reasons only, this point has been accepted in the National Education Policy. But we should not, students are thinking that now we will get our all information in our own local dialect. But it is quite impossible for us. Otherwise, they will be unable to stand after 10+2 in different best universities of India. mission to ensure literacy and numeracy skills by 2025. It was earlier targeted that by the year 2025 we will get our literacy rate more than whatever we have. Let us see. It is 2022 now. Next. Now see. Now we are having just the comparison between the old system and the new system. The old system, as the foundation, we had the classes and as the nursery, LKG, UKG and so on. We are having these classes. Some schools have different concept like nursery, prep and all. So foundation classes has been separated and you can see from the age group, already we know by age of 3 the student starts the education in a school. So from the age group of 3 to 6 they are doing their preschool education, and after that in the age group of 6 to 16 the 10 years from classes 1 to 10. From classes 1 to 10 the students have to study in a school. That was our earlier education system, which we are right now also doing the same. And in the age group of 16 to 18, we are having our 11 and 12. So this has been transformed into the new system in which the first 5 years we have as the foundation level. We can see in the foundation level, it gives 3 years onwards, 3 to 6 years in rural areas where the public schools are not available. They either go to the prefer Balvatika and Anganwadi centers, but we have in different parts of country, we are always not having, we do not have always such good schools where in the remote areas, for example, how will the students will have their elementary education? They have to fight for it. So for that, and for the schools which are in the cities, we are having this foundation for the first 3 years as the nursery prep, whatever the classes will be there, nursery prep and preparatory class and any other class like UKG and all. So this will be in 3 years, and classes 1 and 2 has been excluded from this class 10 years schedule of the study. So the 5 years students will be in the foundation, so that if the student are having lack of foundation, they will have their foundation within the 5 years. Some students coming to school, they don't know anything in the distance for 1 to 2 years or 3 years. They don't know anything. And I have seen the primary level teachers. I always respect primary teachers because they are the teachers who gave us the bright students in our senior secondary level. So in the first 5 years of teaching, they will be in the foundation level. After that, classes 3 to 5, there will be, I already have explained, there will be a system of 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 system. That means 5 years for the foundation, and then we are having for preparatory 3 years classes 3, 4 and 5. Then we have the next level as middle, which we are already having 6 to 8 right now also. And then we have in place of senior secondary, the term senior secondary is completely now removed, is going to be removed from our education system. Now it will come into secondary education. Means classes 9 to 12 they will come into secondary education. So already the age group is mentioned. I know that each and every one is knowing the age group of the students for different classes. So the system has been changed from the earlier one to the new one. Let us see how much it will be fruitful for us. Right now in the state of Jharkhand is not accepted or it is not adopted. But in other states, 3 states already I have given the names. They have already adopted it in the month of August 2021. So I think in this new system of education, the gap between the information, passing of information and knowledge from teachers to the students, it will increase. So let us see. Next slide please. Already I have discussed this, so there is no need to repeat it again. Now see everyone, foundation stage, already I have discussed this. Foundation stage, it consists of a duration of 5 years. Already I have discussed it in the first slide or the previous slide only. Next. Early childhood education. See, the student who are coming to school and neither they know how to speak in a better way in English, nor they have any numbers they know. So for those type of students, it is very tough to work with them. So in the world, we can say in the primary level, our concentration should be on to make the foundation of the students in such a way that through different activities the students have to be taught. Using different activities, for example, if I am taking example from mathematics, if we want to inform them about numbers, we can have the example of the class and we can start that you see the members and all these can be represented by a different sequence and can be represented by natural numbers. So, in another example, if you want to inculcate the concept of addition, then we can have examples of different groups of students we can make and we can make them understand what is the meaning of addition. So in this way, there are different ideas, different activities are mentioned here, that how do we think about the student, how the progress of the student will be developed in this foundation level. First of all, the students, maybe some students are not knowing about different colors. So we have to show them and then we have to make them understand which color is this, what is the name of that color. And first of all, the students should have a better idea of different type of articles or objects present around them. So in this way, the different ideas and different concepts are given here, which we can discuss one by one. Now, preparatory stage. So this preparatory stage consists of, already I have discussed, 3 years duration, where students passed from foundation stage, that means after class 2, they are coming to us for class 3, 4 and 5. So in this state of mind, the students are well prepared to understand more and more activities, more ideas can be displayed. The students can understand now some concepts in language. So we can use the concept of language to transfer our information or knowledge to each and every student of the class. We can use so many online resources to represent the concept related to the topic. We can show them the examples from nature, because now the students will be able to understand our language, because earlier the student may not have the idea how to understand a particular text within the given domain of the language. So next is middle school age, and this middle school stage is very important for a student. If the student has not been prepared well in the foundation and preparatory level, he can't do anything in middle stage. I have seen the students passing out class 10 and unable to perform good in senior secondary levels, 11, 12 level. The reason is they are lacking with the foundation. I have seen the students, they are not knowing the concept of some class 8 also. So in this case, students are going to face problem, and it will be tough for the students, teachers who are teaching in class 11 and 12 to go ahead with those students. And already we have faced during this, after this corona period, we can see the students having lack of knowledge, lack of basics, they are creating problem for us, because they are not getting the concept clear, and they are not taking interest, and they are doing worst in their examination. But through this new education policy, only examination will be not center of attraction. Academic excellence will be observed not only in terms of marks and grades. Throughout the year the student will be observed, and according to the information, now we are going to have semester wise examination, so that student will be observed and their performance will be calculated in 2 halves, so that we can get proper idea of the student, how the student is. It cannot be judged through only one exam or 2 exams. So we will have different tests. Along with that, we will have semester wise education system, which will help them after 10+2 also. In this stage, the student will be taught computer coding also. The class 6 onwards, the teachers will be teaching the students the computer coding also, which is nowadays very famous amongst the students. In this stage, we will have experiential learning. For that, we are doing so many activities in the class in sciences, mathematics, arts, social sciences and humanities. Now the student will be able to understand that we are having different branches, different parts of information. There are several ways by which we can get the information of different units present in our education system. Next please. Now here we are having the projected enrollment of the students. In the year 2029-30, it is expected that the number of enrollment of the students, the icons of different colors, they are representing the green one, the green dark circle represents the total, and that male the blue one male and the yellow one female. So it represents the enrollment, projected enrollment in the year till the year 2029-30 due to this new education system. So next. If any student now want to take practical experience in their field of interest like painting, they must have computer coding. Now the student can have internship. Okay. The student can have training they can get the idea from experts. So this internship will be included now in our new education system. Sir, next. See, in the new, it is this Education Policy 2020, the first thing which is kept in the mind that, first of all, we have to start with the core essentials to a student. What is the core essentials? So many things maybe which we are teaching will be removed and so many new things will be added in our syllabus. So we, the nation builders, are always ready to accept the challenges, and we have already proved ourselves in the Corona period. And earlier also, a student can't do better without the help of a teacher. At least inspiration is needed. We can take the example of Eklavya. He had got inspired from that statue. Means inspiration can come only through the teachers. Then, if the student will be given the core essentials, then they will be able to think critically. We can have the interactive sessions with them, means classes with the suitable examples, with the suitable practical examples we can give, and we should connect with the today's whatever we just go through it. See, we are having nowadays different areas to learn. Nowadays everything is in extreme condition. Earlier, so many things have not been developed, but now we can think we are having different parts, different places where the students can have they can use their experience, they can use their knowledge in different arena. Sir, next. Just wait, sir. Please look back. Go back. The curriculum and pedagogy to be transformed by 2022, it was expected, but right now it has not been done due to some reasons. It will minimize the rote-based learning. The meaning of rote-based learning means, till now, what is happening in the class? Generally, we are doing our class. Students don't bother about it. Means we are generally doing teacher-centered learning, which is not accepted in nowadays in the education system. Now we should have student-centric learning. According to the demand of the student, according to the level of the student, we should plan ourselves. We should plan our method of teaching. Revision of National Curriculum Framework for the school education and also for teacher education. By 2021, yet we have to finish. Or earlier, it was done already. It was a late information. It was done already, and teachers have done so many trainings. Sir, please next. What term is used here? Competency-based education. Modules on preparing and implementing pedagogical plans based on competency and outcome-based education for school leaders. Now we need the students to think. So that's why we have to prepare our lesson plan, our question paper in the same way, so that the student have to think. Because we have seen the students, those who are good also in the academics, they are not performing well in the board. The reason behind that, we know that they are good, but in the critical questions, they are facing problem. They don't have the idea how to fight with a particular situation or particular problem. Then we have integration of subjects. Now we are having different subjects, but all subjects should be given equal importance. We should give importance to our each and every subject. Either it is related to the academics, or it is related to the sports, or it is related to some cultural activities. Development of scientific temperament we should have. Generally, students nowadays they don't want to think about anything. They just want everything should be in a prepared way, and then want to take it in their notebook, and they want that it should come in their exam. But this concept have to be completely removed by all of us in this, according to this new education system. So we have to prepare our students accordingly so that they can face the challenges which they are going to face in the upcoming years. Sir, next. We have to focus also. There are so many points. Actually, I am skipping some points. Otherwise, as I have told you earlier, it can take much time to discuss each and every point. We have to think about the digital learning also for the students, which we are generally doing. And in this 2020 to 2022, we have gone through so many this type of things. Mental and physical health of a student is always creating problem in their being absent in the school. I have seen so many students in the examination also, they are absent due to their bad health. So first of all, we should teach them a sound mind lives in a sound health. So first of all, they should have a good health. We have to focus on also the children with disability also. I have seen actually one example I have seen, I hope in class 11th A or 11B, one student with disability, and I have seen how we are helping them and how the students are also encouraging them. That means students are having all the properties, only we have to inspire them. If we inspire, they will do everything. But sometimes we need strictness also. We should not forget our strictness also. So nowadays a student think that they should come to, we should come to their own level. Always we are ready to come to their own level, but they should also reach to our thinking level, and their actual level is in what level we are used to teach in the class. Now we are decreasing some choice of subjects also. Decreasing the weight of the subjects also. Now the students are having choice of subjects. So I have used one statement is used here. Reduce weight of school bags. Previously students are having, I have seen so many students of junior classes also, they are having used bag. With the used bag they are having used copy, so many copies and books. And they are not of use if they are not going through it. So maybe this new education system will bring some changes which will be helpful in the education of the students of modern age. So next. One more point is added here. We need in the school counselors. So I know we all nation builders, we all teachers are the better counselor for the students. So we ourselves are sufficient to counsel them. Now the secondary stage, which I have already talked about. The secondary stage of 4 years where the classes 9, 10, 11 and 12 will be included. In this stage, students should have already mastery over the language. They should have already mastery over the foundation in mathematics and sciences, so that they will never have any problem in classes 9 onwards. It is possible only when the student along with the teachers has already removed the education gap between them, and the information or the knowledge which we wanted to pass already passed from us and it is taken by the students. Then only the student will do better in this stage. The age group I am not discussing because we all teachers are knowing from age 3 to age 18 is the age in our school education system. So I have not discussed it. I hope we are all are knowing, so no need to repeat it again. Now we are having, students are having now multidisciplinary study. They are having they will have due to this system greater critical thinking. They will have the flexibility and they will have their own choices of subjects. Now a student will be able to take accountancy with physics. They will be able to take any other different choice of subjects with any other different, either now streams are going to be removed as per this policy. There will be no further science, commerce and humanities stream as per this National Education Policy 2020. So I hope so and we hope so that it will make revolutionary changes in India. So let us see, already 3 states have taken the lead and our Jharkhand state has not taken yet now, but maybe in the upcoming years it is compulsory for all the states to take the steps. So next please. Here it is all about how the technology is used in education and teacher education. Now the teacher will have 4-year integrated course with their graduation. It will include the B.Ed who wishes to be a teacher in their upcoming future. So it is good for the new generation. So next. Now students already have discussed it. Students will have to appear twice in a year. Already I have discussed it. Semester 1, semester 2. So they will have semester within 2 semesters within a year. And earlier, see whatever the system we have earlier, our system was known as 10+2 education system. Now the system is 5+3+3+4. Earlier we had exam once in a year, but I am just neglecting the previous year, which was suddenly taken decision that we are having term 1 and term 2. I am excluding that one. So now we will have regularly twice a year we will have semester-wise examination. Previously students are burdened with school, along with they think that coaching will do everything. Now there will be no need of this type of things. The students earlier were not get prepared for the competitive level examinations by the school. Now it will be done. The students earlier till this year, student is having much burden as they think, as per the information. But now after this system, the students will have less burden. So next. Already I have discussed it that till grade 5, the student must be taught with their preferred language or mother language. But it is, as we say in mathematics, the statement is always not true. So it is not always true, because it is not compulsory. If the students are not capable in some different areas, then we can use medium of instruction as their mother tongue. So next. We should have in this education system what we will have 360-degree report card. That means now a student will not be only having the marks in different subjects and their scorecard will be prepared. Now we will have different area in which we will work, we will assist the student and we will grade the student. And I think it will be helpful for them if they accept, if they do it honestly. Maybe the national curriculum framework is making some changes in the textbooks. So maybe our textbook also are going to change, and there will be much changes in the textbooks. And we teachers are always ready to accept the challenges and changes. And we have proved ourselves. So my nation builders, we are always ready to accept challenges and do our best, which we have proved, and each and every time we used to prove. Next. So next time, I will discuss. Next. Now, board examinations will be easier for the students. As we think, let us see, after the implementation of NEP 2020 in Jharkhand, let us see what will be the impact of it. As it is already expected that now board exams will be easier for each and every student by this education system. We will have two mode of questions and two-part examinations. Examination in two parts, objective type and descriptive type. So maybe it will work. Already we have seen previous year in the year 2021 to 2022, we had multiple objective type question paper based on term 1 for class 10th and 12th, and we had in term 2 descriptive type. So already it was an experiment, and I hope maybe it has done good for some students and it is worse for some students. But let us see what will be the impact of this system in our students. Now guidelines will be prepared by not only the NCERT, it will be consulted with SCERT, boards of assessments, and Ministry of Education, which earlier named as HRD Ministry, now it is Ministry of Education, has given one Parak. So next. So everyone, existing education system was of so old, that's why we need the new education system. This is, I am explaining why do we need this new education policy, National Education Policy 2020. Regional languages were losing, sorry here grammatical error is there, I hope the English teacher must have noted. Regional languages were losing its importance. So regional languages of different states, we are having different regional languages. So all these languages now maximum, some are washed out. So many people are not knowing so many regional languages. So in this way, this system of education, maybe it will make vital change and we will have our back regional languages into existence. A big burden was rote learning. which was I have written is vector system. Sorry for this. It should not be written here. So it's a rote learning which we have already students are doing, and there is no benefit of it. They think that this exercise we will solve, all examinations we will pass. So from this system, this new education system will take them away from this. So next. One statement here used, I have not read it, that English has got extra importance earlier. Now each and every languages will have their own importance. But I think English is an international language, and we should be always well versed with this language, so that whenever students going out of India, they must not have problem, because all languages we cannot learn, but this international language English, which in our education system we have, the student can talk in this language, they can communicate in this language. Because all languages like French, German, we cannot teach all the students all the languages wherever they will go. But English is a language which they can use in any country. In maximum countries, I am saying, other than China. Okay. So, positive impact of it, it will show that it will reduce the huge gap, as already I have discussed so many times, I have repeated it. There is a huge gap between the information and the knowledge which we are passing from ourselves to the students. Either they are not getting it or they are not interested at all. It will reduce also the huge curriculum framework, curriculum burden, which I don't think so. And now the student will have different types of interest-based learning, and they will include themselves in this type of learning. So next. Education sector in India, I have just drawn this pie chart, and a maximum teachers are knowing this, especially my maths teachers all are expert in this. So till 10th level all teachers have studied this. So I have included, this pie chart is included to show that percentage. We can find it, we are having calculative method. So we can see different colors representing different units of our education system. Preschool, school education, higher education, vocational course. We can see higher education is having maximum percentage. So that means our education sector in higher education has to be given more importance, but it is possible only when they will have their foundation clear. So, in the K-12 segment offers largest market in the business. It's a topic of economics. So we are having in the year 2016, you can see the number is 100, and in the year 2020, it is 180. So next. So next. We have, by our government, the education budget has been increased from 4.43% to 6%. Maybe it has been changed, but according to my information, it is 4.43% to, it is increased to 6%. Spending a lot of money in the education sector, and then also our country is lacking behind from other countries. The reason is, whatever we are planning, it is not reaching to the mankind. So we can see the figures. In school education, the budget is estimated, or the revised estimate is there. We can check by this graph. It is in crores, okay? So we can see for school education, the different color is used, and for higher education, it is used. So for school education, we can see the maximum expenditure we are giving, but the result we can see. So please next. Already all these maximum points I have discussed. So next. So, my dear nation builders, we have already discussed this thing, and some more changes might have taken in this national education policy, which will come into exist time to time from Ministry of Education. So let us see when we can have all these in a format, and when we have to adopt it, accept it 100%. So my dear student, again I am lasting with the statement. Sorry everyone, actually in the class generally we used to have this language always, and you know. Okay everyone, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for this session. It was really informative and reviving. From last 2 years, we are circulating and forwarding and saving this file named NEP either in our folder or in our Google Drive. So I believe that as you have mentioned and called us the nation builders, so it's our responsibility to now bring and implement from the folder to the classroom and to make our learning from passive to active. Thank you, Sanjeev sir, once again for highlighting all the key points of NEP 2020. And it's a gentle reminder for all the teachers to please mark your attendance. Thank you for your patience and participation. And now I would like to invite Vice Principal Sir, Mr. Tony Thomas, to address the gathering.